Hello, it's James Gunn, Reform Party candidate for Oxford West and Abingdon. Today I want to talk about Brexit. Reform does not believe that the Conservatives did a good job of Brexit, so we want to start really doing Brexit, which has not been done. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to abolish the 6,700 EU regulations that still apply because the civil service thought it would be too difficult to cancel them, or because the Conservative government didn't want to bother. This is a job which will take a few weeks. You just get a decent law firm to put a task force on it. Okay, it won't take long, and the civil service doesn't want to do it. Okay, we'll get it done. Then we're going to abandon the Windsor Framework. Who knows what's in this thing, but it basically gives the Europeans more and more control over Northern Ireland, and is crazy. We do not want to give Northern Ireland back to the European Union as a price for Brexit. Northern Ireland in general do not wish to leave Britain, and why should we cede our territory to this bully of an organisation? And the European Union is losing influence as it loses public support. In the recent elections last week in Europe, nationalist populist parties, which are described as far-right parties in the media, made massive gains in seats. We're talking about 30% swings in some countries, and as you probably know, the Dutch are now considering having an exit referendum, i.e. they're thinking of leaving the European Union. Germany has substantial support for renegotiation of the European Union. Marine Le Pen is likely to be the next president of France. These are all big changes for the European Union, and I wonder if there'll be a European Union soon. Finally, after 5 years, the EU Trade and Cooperation Agreement, which is Theresa May's surrender document, will be renegotiated after 5 years, and Reform will be getting our act together for that, and to make the so-called level playing field into something level, which will allow trade in both directions equally. There are so many opportunities outside Europe that we ignore at our peril. The Combined Pacific Trade Partnership, there's another P in there somewhere, which allows us access to nations all around the Pacific, is a fantastic deal and a much bigger marketplace than the EU. With Donald Trump in office in North America, a deal with America seems much more likely, and indeed we've got South America and Africa to think about for all sorts of things. So, Europe is a small declining part of the world's economy, which is broken, the reason our trade has decreased with Europe is largely because the European economies are shrinking even faster than our own, and the rot needs to stop. We need to get ourselves out of trouble and turn our focus to the whole world, not to the neighbours, who we'd like to get on with, we'd like a better deal with, but if they're going to be like they have been for the last 5 years, it's not going to work well. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll vote for me on the 4th of July.